नमस्कार. आयच्या या खाशेल्या कार्यावळीन तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. कांय वर्सां पयलीं आमच्या आदले प्रधानमंत्री इंदिरा गांधी हिचो एक स्टेटमेंट खूब गाजलेलो आनी तो म्हणजे हम दो हमारे दो. ह्या स्टेटमेंटा उपरांत सुद्दां आमी पळयतात की पॉप्युलेशन ग्रोथ हे जायत रावले आनी आयज आमी अशा स्थितीर आसा की चायनाक आमी ओवरटेक करपाचे आसा. आयचो दीस हो वर्ल्ड पॉप्युलेशन डे म्हणून मनयतात. ह्या दिसाचें म्हत्व म्हणजे जे पॉप्युलेशन एक्सप्लोजन पॉप्युलेशन ग्रोथ जाता त्याच्या बद्दल लोकांक अवेअर करपाक. ह्या विशयाचेर अदीक म्हायती दिवपा खातीर आमकां जॉइन जाला विजय सक्सेना. ही इज द जॉयंट डायरेक्टर ऑफ डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ प्लॅनिंग स्टॅटिस्टिक्स अँड इव्हॅल्युएशन. सर, वेलकम टू द शो. Sir, let me
Thank you very
ask
much.
you very first question that how such days like World Population Day impact the society and the people?
Yeah, at the outset, I would like to give my greetings and best wishes to all the people, especially the demographers and teachers who are participating, educating the people in the field of demography and population education. See, the 11th July 1987 is celebrated as World Population Day. What happens on 11th July in the year 1987, the world population reached 5 billion mark. So the World Population Days is also known as 5 billion Day. And taking inspirations from this, the United Nations General Body Council has decided and initiated a program called World Population Day. Now you have rightly asked the question how it impacts the society.
Yes.
See, every year on the World Population Day, a theme is decided.
Yeah.
And the theme is nothing but the population concerns and the issues related to the population which needs urgent address by the administration, governments.
Okay.
So once the theme is decided, the experts in demography, like stakeholders, they all get awareness. People start working on it somehow to address on these certain issues which are very current in the nature, and try to solve those issues in the interest of larger interest of the society. This way, the World Population Day has a larger impact on the society.
Okay. So, what is the exact work of planning, statistics, and evaluation?
See, the Department of Planning, Statistics and Evaluation was earlier known as Department of Statistics Bureau.
Bureau.
And later on, the functions were added of Planning and Statistics and Evaluation. So the name became the Directorate of Planning, Statistics and Evaluation. So as the name implies, the major function of the department is to conduct various census and surveys. Government of India regularly conducts 5-year censuses like minor irrigation census, agriculture census, economic census, and then evaluation studies we conduct. You must be remembering, and that people should know that the last evaluation study conducted by the planning department was of Dial Social Security Scheme. And the impact was such that around 7 to 8 crore rupees a year the government saved in its treasury to remove the fake beneficiaries and other kind of bogus beneficiaries. So evaluation is a major part. Conducting census and surveys is a major part. Then we have a major function at the level, national level. Registrar General of India implements the Registration of Births and Deaths Act 1969. At the state level, the department as Chief Registrar of Births and Deaths implements it across the 202 registration units in all the panchayats and municipalities. Besides this, we have the functions of conducting regular national sample surveys on different subjects, based upon which mainly the government of India makes the policy for the nation. Of late, the state government has assigned the UID project to the department, and unfortunately, I was the person involved, and it was my baby those days. And we successfully implemented it, such a large project, almost 99.9% because it's a continuous process. And more important is from the government point of view that the Department of Planning and Statistics collects and compile the data on allocation and expenditure to various departments and monitors monthly and quarterly the physical and financial progress of all the departments, all the developmental schemes, beneficiaries oriented schemes, and submit it to the government for review from time to time.
Okay. So how is the census department and your department, planning statistics and evaluation department go hand in hand, as in how they work, how they function together?
See, the census, population census is a giant exercise, it's a
Yes.
huge exercise conducted in the country.
Yes.
At one point of time, with a reference date, the data is collected from each and every person available in the state physically on that particular day.
Yes.
Similarly, it's a very big exercise for the state also. It has large transactions of money from the government of India to government, state government. It has large deployment of the manpower. So revenue authorities, they appoint the manpower in the state, and Department of Planning and Statistics, it provides the training to all the manpowers involved, deployed for the conduct of the censuses. So the major role I can say in one line is that the Department of Planning and Statistics coordinates with the Population Census Commissioner at the India level, that is Ministry of Home Affairs, and the Director of Census Operation in the state, and the revenue authorities of both the districts of the state.
And so, last year, actually, the census, or this year, the census, the population should have been released. But there was, because of Corona, there was no population or census conducted. So, will there be any effect, or how you will go ahead with the population count and all, or planning?
See, the population count, as far as the process is concerned, will be exactly the same as decided earlier by the Office of the Registrar General of India or the Government of India.
Hmm.
It is only it has been postponed due to the Corona period.
Yes.
Now, as far as its effect, you say that in case of smaller states like Goa,
Hmm.
we will not probably have any effect much
Okay.
from demographic point of view for its plus and minuses or merits or demerits. But
Hmm.
certainly the bigger states will see a difference of 1 year. So demographers will face probably some. We will have to do larger work in analyzing the data, keeping the 1 year delay in view.
Yeah. So, population replacement and population stabilization. These population stabilization. These two are different terms. So, how do you elaborate on this? Both the terms different.
Yeah, it's a very interesting question. Let me first explain you what is the population stabilization.
Okay.
A population is said to be stable in common man's term
Hmm.
if the count of the population remains the same over a period of time.
Hmm.
But this is a myth. It is not so. Population is called of a state or a country stable only when the birth rate over a period of time is constant, death rate also over a period of time is constant, and growth of population is also over a period of time is constant. When these three parameters are constant over a period of time, the population of that state or country is said to be stable.
Hmm.
It is a very peculiar case which any state in the developing countries or the developing nations hardly achieve this.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the population replacement is concerned, this is very interesting. Even common men should understand that first the point is that total fertility rate should be understood by us to know the what is replacement level. And total fertility rate is nothing but the number of children a woman would bear during her whole reproductive period, since menarche till menopause. This is called the total fertility rate.
Okay.
Now, we demographers talk more than one step further about the gross reproduction rate and the net reproduction rate. Gross reproduction rate is nothing but the number of children of both the sexes a female will bear during her reproductive period, and net reproduction rate is number of girl children a woman will bear during her reproduction period. Now, let us talk about if TFR is 2.1, what does it say? If TFR value is 2.1, it says that the couple has almost two children in their family,
Hmm.
and family size is 4. Now, TFR alone cannot be seen to talk about the replacement level.
Hmm. Replacement.
So, when TFR is 2.1
Hmm.
and net reproduction rate, which is the number of girls a girl produces during her reproductive period, is 1, then it says that population is near replacement level.
Okay.
Why? Because it is in common man's terms can be said that every girl born today will replace by a girl in her reproductive period.
Okay.
So the the population attains the replacement level. Another situation comes when the total fertility rate is 2 or 2.1 and net replacement level goes less than 1.
Hmm.
Then we say that population is attaining below replacement level. And that is exactly the case the Goa is having. The India was having a total fertility rate of 2.220 in 2019,
Hmm.
2.200 in 2020,
Okay.
and 2.179 in 2021.
21.
It shows much improvement in total fertility rate. As far as Goa is concerned, it has only 1.3 as total fertility rate. And net reproduction rate is 1 or little less than 1. So every couple has almost on an average 1.3 children. More important fact that one should know that 21% of the married people in Goa do not have a children as on the date of census. So in short, what I would say that Goa is experiencing below replacement level of population. Its total fertility rate is around 1.3 and net reproduction rate is 1 or little less than 1.
Okay. So during our college time, we had learned about the economics. In that, we had learned the population growth, population explosion. It affects the resources because our demands are unlimited and resources are limited in the nature. So how do you look at it, and what do you think are the other problems that occur due to population explosion?
See, population explosion and population boom or overpopulation are synonyms to each other.
Yeah.
And poverty is believed to be the main cause of overpopulation or population explosion.
Hmm.
When we talk about the population explosion, we must understand that major cause leading to the overpopulation or the population explosion are age at early marriage, illiteracy,
Hmm.
then the poverty,
Yeah.
poor standard of living. Now, these are the things in the context of Goa. I would say that none of these things, fortunately, Goa has ever experienced.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, Goa, in case of Goa, we have never faced a case of overpopulation or population explosion. But I always mention it because it gives me a stride that in the year 97-98, when the Konkan Railway has entered in Goa,
Hmm.
and when the construction boom has come in Goa,
Hmm.
97 to 2000 period,
Yeah.
and that was the time when the rural people from the Bimaru states, now they are not that Bimaru,
Hmm.
from Bihar, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Odisha, Bihar, they started coming down to Goa for construction jobs. So that was called at that particular time by we demographers. So there is a boom in the construction side of the laborers. Except that Goa has never experienced any overpopulation or the population explosion. Because fortunately we do not have uh, less low age at marriage or the illiteracy or the poverty to that extent and the standard of living is also good.
Okay. The another question is that about the two child policy. Already we have seen that in Assam, the Assam government has already accepted the two child policy. They have already introduced it. UP is also looking for the two child policy. So how do you look at this two child policy?
See, the two child policy norms I have read in the literature, newspapers,
Yeah.
also seen various programs. I will talk on this from very much from a demographic point of view.
Hmm.
See, Assam has already implemented it.
Yeah.
UP is at the verge of implementing it.
Hmm.
You see that what announcement is made by the UP government and what announcement is made and implemented in Assam government.
Hmm.
In a federal structure of the government, the choice is left to the people of their states.
Yeah.
There
Exactly.
is no compulsion for the people to limit their family size.
Hmm.
What the government is stressing on that if you want to enjoy the benefit of the state beneficiaries oriented schemes, you need to limit your family size. If you don't want to enjoy the benefits under the state beneficiaries oriented scheme, you can have the family size of your choice. And this is a very welcoming step. In all the population policy drafts since the India has prepared, there is a very fundamental point is there. The government must strive hard to control its population size.
Yeah.
It should have its own perception about the demographic change and the rights and choices of the people. Keeping these things in view, the government of Assam has implemented it. Moreover, the important point which public should know
Hmm.
that these are not the government, central government schemes. Are the schemes implemented by the government of India where these restrictions are imposed? No. All people who are enjoying benefits under the central government schemes will enjoy irrespective of their number of children. It is only the state schemes under which the people can avail the benefits only if they restrict their family size as per the policy. And it's a very welcoming state. I would not hesitate to comment on this and put my suggestion forthwith that other states should follow the programs and policies of Assam and Uttar Pradesh, especially those states which have higher growth of population, which has higher illiteracy, which has a very low standard of living, which has a very low age at marriage, where birth rates are increasing like anything and death rates are not controllable, are controllable, but it is quite high. And it's good for the in the larger interest of the people. People should understand it.
Yeah.
I welcome the steps of the government of Assam, and I also welcome if this policy announced by the government of Uttar Pradesh if it is implemented in the larger interest of the country.
Okay. So according to UN, it said that that between now and 2050, India will cross China in in terms of population. Around
Yeah.
230 million it will cross. So how it will impact, and how do you look at this situation?
See, first of all, we must remember that these are the estimates by the United Nations.
Hmm.
As far as the time frame is concerned, when India will cross over the population of China. India's population as on today is 1.37 billion. China's population is 1.43 billion. The estimates by the same agency, United States, as per this estimate, China will lose its population by 31 billion very soon.
Yeah.
And India, with its high fertility rates compared to the China,
Hmm.
will keep on growing. So certainly, sooner or later, before 2050, India will cross over the population of China. This is the fact and the figures that tells us.
Sir, besides educating children about the population explosion, population boom, it is also required to be required that the people, adults, are also educated about the population explosion and its harmful effects, basically. So, what are your suggestions? How we can aware the people about this population boom, population explosion, about the effects? How we can aware the people?
Yeah, yeah. It's a very interesting question, and it's very important for the from the administration point of view, from the
Yeah.
government point of view. See, to the best of my knowledge, students of nursing education, students of IITs are given some of the other opportunities to have some lectures on population education. I really do not know about the high school and higher education, higher secondary schools, what exactly the syllabus they have.
Hmm.
But my view is this that children at one point of time should understand the attitude and practices of the adult population. How are they behaving? What is the impact of the overpopulation or crowded population on the socio-economic and demography of the state?
Hmm.
The point is that when we talk about the population education, the experts take it in the line of family planning and then make it a controversial issue that why this subject should be taught and what that subject should be taught. I am of the firm view that children require to know the attitude and practices of the adults
Hmm.
in their geography. How do they behave? And how do they experience the crowded population, overpopulation in their regular life, daily life? And it is very much necessary. Certainly, the experts from different fields can form some syllabus and try to introduce in the education curriculum.
Okay. Sir, just now I mentioned regarding the Hum Do Hamare Do campaign, which was started or which was a slogan given by Indira Gandhi in the early 1980s. So, after that, we have not seen much development to the basically the slogan, or maybe the population has not come down. So, what do you think that it was? What was the outcome of this slogan?
See, the Indira Gandhi slogans of Hum Do Hamare Do during 80s, as a demographer, I can say that it has certainly had an impact of reducing the births over a period of time, but it was unable to control the death rate.
Yeah.
See, it was a forced, compulsory, mandatory program for each and every Indian citizen. And while whole the focus was on to reduce the birth rate, the death rate was not taken care of. Now, saying that death rate was not taken care of is also wrong on my part. But this was the situation because those were the days the health infrastructure was not that proper, was not that specialized. So that was to happen. Forcing anything on the people thinks about the constitution and their rights under the constitution given to them. And it is the perception of every government in power to decide about the programs and policies to control the population or have demographic change. Every government has its own perception, has its own policy and programs in the larger interest of the outcome of that Indira Gandhi slogan. Academically, I can say birth rate showed an impact.
Hmm.
Death rate has made us nervous, has disappointed us.
Okay.
Mortality situation was bad. That has that is an outcome as an academician on that slogan of Hum Do Hamare Do by Indira Gandhi in 1980s, I can say.
So, what is the situation of Goa currently in terms of population?
Very nice question, and this is probably should be the theme of the world population day as far as Goa is concerned. When we talk about the population, we talk of a person from his birth to his death. His journey from birth to death includes when he is infant, his medical care, his nutritional care, his mother's nutritional care, his mother's health care. When the child becomes of 1 year age, until he reaches the age of 5 when he is eligible to go for the primary education, before that he requires some kind of education, some kinds of supplementary nutrition, and when he comes to the primary education from first standard, and when he reaches to the 12th standard, he requires a good education in a good infrastructure school, in a good atmosphere where all kind of facilities are available. Say the fan is available, say the table is available, say the chair is available, say that from the environment point of view, the chalkless board is available, or latest equipments are available. And education is given to him or her in such a way that he becomes an educated person. I would like to tell you
Hmm.
that when the child is born in Goa, how the population versus the health infrastructure is assessed by demographers. There are two important indicators. One is known as infant mortality rate. That is the death of children before they enjoy their first birthday. The point is that everyone should be happy to know that Goa has the least infant mortality rate in the country. It is a minimum possible number of deaths the Goa has. It is in single digit. Sometimes it reaches to 10, 11 per lakh population. Second indicator is the maternal mortality rate. These are the mothers during their pregnancy or during the delivery or after the delivery due to delivery complications, their deaths. This rate cannot be calculated in case of Goa. The number is such a small number, it hardly reaches the double digit number every year. That kind of facility, if available in a geography, in a state where the infant mortality rate is in single digit or reaching hardly to 10, 11, where the maternal death rate is in single digit, the health infrastructure is said to be of the best quality. It is as good as a developed country has its health infrastructure. So I have started from the birth. I am trying to tell you that children gets all kind of facilities, nutrition, education before they attain the age of 5.5 or 6, before getting admission into the first standard. They come to the primary school up to 12th or up to higher secondary, high school. They have free textbook, they have free raincoats, they have free transport by way of Balrat and other facilities. They have each kind of facility. It's a free education for all.
Yeah.
It is in toto. It is in tune with the education policy. People have not to walk even for the going to the school. This is the major reason. Even I would say that the migrant population which comes from the backward rural areas of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh and settles in Goa, this is a major attraction for them. So the state anyhow provides free education to all the children. The girls children enjoy free education in their graduation in all the colleges, whether government college or aided college. When it comes to the skill, we have n number of polytechnic colleges. We have enough ITIs. Nowadays, we have very good skill development programs. The point what I am trying to tell you that
Hmm.
population which is available in Goa is taken care of from birth to their death. All
Hmm.
kind of medical facilities are available free of cost for the people
Yeah.
in the government dispensaries. Whether it is a super specialty required kind of treatment is required or whatsoever maybe. If it is not available in Goa, it is provided outside Goa. When it comes to drinking water facility, every house has a drinking water. When it comes to the road transport, every nook and corner of the state has black top motorable road, better than any other state of the country in the country. When it comes to the electricity, every household is electrified. When it comes to the sanitation, we have almost 100% houses which have their own toilets. Care is taken of at every junction. A person travels from birth to death.
Yeah.
Comes to the agriculture, starting from the land preparation till your harvesting. Subsidies are given at every stage. Equipments, mechanization is given at a very subsidized rate to the extent of 90% and more. When it comes to the animal husbandry, dairy farmers have minimum selling price of the milk. What not is given to which sector? Now, I tell you in very short, in a very brief, that if I aid the beneficiaries, which I have worked out, and I have done a research on the eve of this population day,
Hmm.
I start from the birth. The Anganwadi Center is providing ICDS scheme,
Hmm.
nutritional program to mother and children. 66,000 children are benefited, women are benefited, 66,000 women are benefited, 20,000 children are benefited. I am taking 1 year data. This is on an average applicable for all the years. When I go to the standard 1 and 12, 95,330 students of primary school are getting free education. When I go to the high school from 5th to 7th class, 66,363 children are getting free of cost education, including all the accessories required by them in the school, their uniform, their raincoat, their textbooks, their bags, everything. Then come to the college education. Girls' education is free for the graduation. Goa University is ranked 93 in the state, in the country. Pharmacy College is ranked 43 recently in the country. Come to the Diamond Social Security Scheme, including all kind of beneficiaries, it has 1,36,749 beneficiaries. Come to the stipend to the OBC students, there are some 452 students are enjoying this scholarship. Post-matric scholarship and pre-matric scholarship is given to around 3,852 ST students, 726 OBC students, 24006 ST students. Come to Kanyadan scheme, around 6 scheduled caste beneficiaries are enjoying this in a year. Handicap scholarship is given to around 335 beneficiaries. Come to the Gagan Bharti Shiksha Sahay Yojana, 3,866 students are benefiting under this. Merit Best Scholarships Award is given to 1,113 students. Support to orphan children are around 179. Ant Sahay Sahakar Yojana is given to 373 beneficiaries. Udyog Aadhar Yojana is given to 68 beneficiaries. Ashray Aadhar Sahay Yojana is given to 229 beneficiaries. Vidya Lakshmi Girls of ST communities 327 beneficiaries. Grah Aadhar 1,33,740 beneficiaries. Ladli Lakshmi 3,165 beneficiaries. Mamta, 3,147 beneficiaries. Kala Samman, which you may be knowing very well, 2,525 beneficiaries. This all together counts to 5,40,000 beneficiaries, which are directly getting assistance. Now, add to it, mediclaim, agriculture sector, dairy farmers, and all others who are getting some or the other benefit. In all certainty, every third person out of every three Goan, one Goan is getting benefit from the government.
Yeah.
Some kind of assistance, cash or kind, which directly impact the standard of living of that family. In fact, it is one amongst out of every three persons I am talking about. It means what? It means that every family has at least a person. If their family size is three or four, who is getting some or the other benefit from the government.
Yeah.
Now, as far as population policy is concerned, as far as governments to take care of this population is concerned, what more the Goa government requires for the population of Goa is not understood. I suppose there is no other state in the country which probably has such a parameter that out of every three persons in Goa has some or the other benefit from the state. I am not talking about the central schemes which directly gives the benefit and the direct benefit transfer to the beneficiaries. The data I have not brought yet.
Okay.
And this is a very, very happy news for all Goans. Probably on the population day, this should be made the headline. People should understand it. So why I am trying to insist upon is, there was a time when Goa engineering college was having shortage of seats.
Yeah.
We have been continuously seeing the shortage of seats in the MBBS Goa Medical College. See, the NIIT has given the admission to some number of Goans. And when the IIT is coming, I am afraid as a Goan, as an academician, as an expert, I am worried that it is going to give benefit to number of students. Probably the students must be worrying about why IIT is not coming to Goa, why people are opposing it.
Okay.
Number of schemes which I have given you, major schemes, I have left out certain schemes which have the beneficiaries in 2 digits. I have taken only the schemes where the beneficiaries are 3 digits, 4 digits, or 5 digits, or 6 digits.
Okay.
Every out of third three Goans, there is one Goan who is taking some or the other benefit. So I say that probably we have enough population programs for the Goa.
Yeah. Okay. So on this note, I end this program here only, sir. Thank you for sharing your valuable information with us.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
थँक्यू सर. तर ही असली आमची वर्ल्ड पॉप्युलेशन डे निमताची खाशेली कार्यावळ. चार चौगांत मास्क घालात, हात सॅनिटायज करात, अँड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंटली वॅक्सिनेट युअर सेल्फ. पळीत रावत प्रुडंट. नमस्कार.